Dr. Del Rago's long search had finally led him to a crucial discovery, a chance encounter with a young woman named Katya. She happened to be the daughter of Peter Aaron Libvenko, a brilliant scientist who had once delved into the creation of super soldiers, known as agents, to execute covert government operations. However, just before Litvenko could document his groundbreaking work, he mysteriously disappeared without a trace. Now, Katya was the only link to uncovering her father's whereabouts. But their pursuit of answers took an unexpected twist when their computer systems were infiltrated by a cunning virus. In response, Dr. Del Rago's vigilant bodyguards swiftly sprang into action, evacuating him from the compromised room and guiding him to a secure safe house. However, their escape route was soon met with danger. A bomb, secretly planted beneath the road, detonated, launching one of their vehicles into the air. The remaining two cars swerved and accelerated in the opposite direction, but peril seemed to lurk around every corner. A motion sensor gun suddenly activated, taking out the driver of the second car with deadly precision. The last vehicle, carrying Dr. Del Rago, raced desperately away from the chaotic scene and eventually reached the sanctuary of their underground safe house. Upon entering, they implemented eye recognition technology for access. Dr. Del Rago, with a sense of unease, tapped one of the guards, sensing that something was amiss. Shoulders slumped. They slouch onto their keyboards, revealing grim bullet holes in their foreheads. Dr. Del Riego's heart sinks as the chilling realization dawns upon him. He has unwittingly walked straight into a meticulously crafted trap, meticulously orchestrated by none other than the infamous Agent 47. Desperate for vital information, Agent 47 relentlessly pursues the whereabouts of Katya, the young woman recently discovered by Dr. Del Riego. Initially opting for a polite inquiry, Agent 47's patience wears thin as Del Riego steadfastly refuses to cooperate. The ruthless agent issues a chilling ultimatum, threatening to gouge out Del Riego's eye if he doesn't reveal Katya's location. With no other viable options, Dr. Del Riego reluctantly discloses Katya's whereabouts. Fortunately for him, Agent 47 decides to spare him further harm, lowering his knife and stealthily making his way towards a nearby shelf filled with weaponry. In the blink of an eye, Agent 47 discovers a treacherous booby-trapped bomb. Dr. Del Riego watches in horror as an explosion rocks the building, setting off alarms throughout. Amidst the chaos, Dr. Del Riego's entire security team rushes to the scene. Unperturbed, Agent 47 demonstrates his exceptional skill, methodically taking down Del Riego's men one by one. More guards rush in, but they are met with Agent 47's preparedness. He swiftly draws his weapons and eliminates anyone who dares to confront him. Single-handedly dispatching all of Dr. Del Riego's guards, Agent 47 nonchalantly exits the building, seemingly unimpressed by the challenge. Meanwhile, Katya embarks on her quest to locate her father, heading to a local library. Everyone pursuing her assumes she possesses knowledge of her father's whereabouts, but the truth is she remains in the dark, armed only with fading memories and an old, blurry photograph. Despite her relentless efforts, she finds herself empty-handed. Unbeknownst to Katya, Agent 47 has successfully located her by scanning her facial ID through the town's extensive CCTV footage. Determined to capture her, he swiftly gears up and embarks on a mission to apprehend her. As Katya rests, she begins to experience unsettling visions of Agent 47. Her heightened sense of danger warns her that he is closing in. Swiftly, she packs her bags and escapes. By the time Agent 47 arrives at her doorstep, she has already slipped away into the night. Having successfully evaded capture, Katya makes her way to the train station, her heart racing. However, Agent 47 is relentlessly pursuing her. Just as he's about to close in on her, Katya unexpectedly collides with a man named John Smith. John, a stranger at first, offers his assistance, though Katya is initially hesitant to accept it. Yet, as she senses Agent 47's menacing presence drawing nearer, she has no choice but to reconsider. With Agent 47 rapidly approaching, he draws a weapon and fires at the duo. Katya bolts, while John valiantly stays behind to shoot back at their relentless pursuer, buying her precious time. In the heat of the moment, John manages to knock Agent 47 down, and they both tumble onto the train tracks, leading to a brutal altercation. Despite John's best efforts, Agent 47 easily gains the upper hand. Fortunately, their confrontation is interrupted by the sound of an oncoming train, distracting Agent 47 just long enough for John to escape and reunite with Katya. They quickly hop into a waiting car and speed away. However, their escape is short-lived as a sniper shot from Agent 47 takes out their driver, leaving them stranded on the road. Realizing that Agent 47 is still relentlessly pursuing them, John devises a desperate plan. He fires his gun into the air outside the American embassy, drawing attention and intentionally getting himself arrested. John knows that even the audacious Agent 47 wouldn't risk infiltrating such a heavily guarded building. Inside the embassy, as Katya is being interrogated, Agent 47 unexpectedly strolls in, willingly submitting his bag for inspection. Upon scanning the bag, the guards are left astounded by the arsenal of weapons he has brought with him. Agent 47 is promptly in an unexpected turn of events. Agent 47 finds himself inside an American embassy, heavily armed and facing interrogation. The detective, baffled by 47's audacity, demands answers about his identity and purpose. With a chilling demeanor, 47 confesses to being an assassin and demands Katya. In a swift move, he kicks the table, sending his sniper rifle into the air, inadvertently severing his handcuffs. In the blink of an eye, 47 incapacitates the guards and makes his escape. Outside, John reacts quickly, shattering a glass window to join Katya. They commandeer a police car in a desperate attempt to flee. 47 pursues, positioning him on a nearby building for a clear shot. A bullet strikes their vehicle, but Katya and John narrowly evade capture once more. The next day, Katya and John strategize at a hotel, deciphering clues to her father's hiding place on a wall of maps. Katya has a breakthrough but is interrupted when 47 enters and fatally shoots John. Knocking Katya unconscious, he carries her away, determined to uncover her newfound secret. Upon regaining consciousness, Katya finds herself bound and confronted by Agent 47. His touch triggers a flood of memories, revealing their shared past as child experiment subjects. Agent 47 explains John's intentions and leaves Katya grappling with this startling revelation. In pursuit of her father and faced with Agent 47's determination to restart the super soldier program, Katya finds herself in a perilous situation. Agent 47 explains his organization's intentions and activates a plane engine, attempting to pull Katya toward it. Remarkably, Katya unties herself with ease, revealing her super soldier capabilities, a legacy from her father. As they attempt to leave, mercenaries swarm their location, creating chaos to obscure their escape. Agent 47 ingeniously activates nearby machines, eliminating the mercenaries one by one. Amid the turmoil, Katya unexpectedly encounters John, who has taken a hostile stance. In a fierce battle, John displays superhuman abilities, resisting 47's attacks. Katya intervenes, shattering a window that sucks both soldiers into the plane engine, causing an explosion. Miraculously, John survives. As they make their escape, Agent 47 grows more determined. He pressures Katya for her father's location, and she eventually reveals he's in Singapore. They hastily head there. Antoine Leclerc, the syndicate's leader, learns of their whereabouts and orders airport security to monitor all entry points. 47 take a pilot uniform, instructing Katya to avoid cameras. Relying on her heightened senses, Katya skillfully navigates the airport's CCTV layout, staying hidden and ultimately making her escape undetected. Agent 47, meanwhile, awaiting her outside in a vibrant red Audi. A security team attempts to review airport CCTV footage in a frantic search for Katya. Their efforts initially yield no results, but a stroke of luck occurs as an external camera captures her entry into the car. Unaware that they've been spotted, Katya and Agent 47 proceed to their hotel room. Inside, Agent 47 remains on high alert, resting with his 2 guns at the ready. As sleep eludes her, Katya decides to take 47's guns and clean them. With the morning sun rising, syndicate mercenaries burst through the door. Agent 47 swiftly engages them in combat, effortlessly defeating the intruders. By the time Katya returns the cleaned guns, the battle has concluded. 47 sternly warns her against such actions in the future. The duo hastily prepares to depart, and before they do, Agent 47 hands Katya a knife, knowing that an open contract is on their heads, requiring them to stay prepared. Their movements are closely monitored by Leclerc, who has pursued Katya's father, Peter Litvenko, with the intent to create more super soldiers. After years of searching, Katya finally has the chance to reunite with her father. Overwhelmed by emotion, tears fill her eyes as she grapples with why he abandoned her and turned her into a super soldier. She confronts Litvenko, questioning how he could have subjected her to such a life. Litvenko attempts to embrace her. Katya instinctively recoils from her father's explanations, refusing to hear him out. Agent 47 suddenly emerges, initially giving Peter Litvenko the impression that he's there to assassinate him. However, 47 simply stand, taking no immediate action. A tense moment unfolds as two individuals disguised as workers draw their guns, but 47 keenly detects their intentions and swiftly eliminates them. The trio rushes to their red Audi and speeds away, attempting to escape. John obstructs their path, and motorcycles emerge from behind him, giving chase. Some assailants shoot at them, while others try to block their route, but they are systematically taken down one by one. As barriers rise, John accelerates, successfully evading his pursuers. However, their car is unexpectedly immobilized by attached hooks, and 47 springs into action. He eliminates the attackers in midair, both those who landed and those who try to escape. Facing a dire situation, 47 makes a tough decision and saves Katya, leaving her injured father behind. Back at the syndicate headquarters, John desperately seeks answers from Litvenko about creating more super soldiers. The doctor remains resolute, enduring immense pain after being injected with a serum, but refusing to divulge his secrets. Meanwhile, 47 orchestrates a plan. He hacks into the building's CCTV cameras, closely monitoring events, and calls emergency services, leading them to the syndicate headquarters. Using the building, Agent 47 uses the building's loudspeakers to negotiate with Leclerc, proposing a trade. Peter Litvenko in exchange for Katya, who is sedated inside a helicopter. He argues that Katya, as a hybrid, holds valuable information and offers her for study. Leclerc agrees, instructing 47 to land the helicopter on the helipad. In a daring move, Katya seizes control, causing the helicopter to crash and creating chaos. Amid the turmoil, Katya eliminates a mercenary. Firefighters summoned by 47 earlier ascend. Katya enters hitman mode, taking out adversaries systematically. Leclerc, guarded by John and others, escapes to his office. 47 surprise them, initiating a firefight. Though John initially appears unbeatable, 47 gains the upper hand, electrocuting John with live wires. The seemingly indestructible John is finally vanquished. As 47 and Katya proceed to confront Leclerc and Litvenko, they eliminate the bodyguards one by one. Unfortunately, they arrive too late to stop the helicopter from taking off. Helplessly, Katya watches as her father abandons her once more. On board, Leclerc is confident that they've escaped safely, even making promises to Litvenko about finding Katya. However, Litvenko with a sudden twist, Litvenko reveals a hidden inhaler and triggers an explosion within the helicopter. Katya watches in horror as her father, the man she spent years searching for, departs from her life forever. It becomes clear that Agent 47's mission was to eliminate both Leclerc and Katya all along. However, when it came to Katya, he refused to follow through and discarded the phone, sending both Leclerc and Katya into oblivion. Eliminating them both was a necessary step to end the agent program. Litvenko, aware of the danger Katya faced, sacrificed himself to save his daughter. As they prepare to leave the building, the elevator doors open to reveal another assassin, Agent 48, and in an instant,